It's Johann here, and today is the 14th of December. So it's winter time here, and we're just bringing you another episode of allotment gardening. Even though, as you can clearly see, I am in my back garden, and people are actually been asking, like what's happening, am I doing another video? Um, yeah, but it's the holiday season, December. And for December, as I said, it's the 14th of December. It's quite a mild day today. So it's 12 degrees, which is very mild, even though it's a bit windy, very mild for this time of the year. But I just thought I'll do a little video because of part of the good tidings that the holiday season brought. It brought us like this machine here. Well, not a machine, but it probably does the work of a machine. But it's actually a compost bin. So as they say, one man's trash is another man's treasure. So what happened that you'll find yourself chucking lots of stuff away, but actually if you sort your garbage, you find that you can do some recycling right at home. And the thing about it, like when so you put waste material in there, like green organic material from your kitchen garden. You can put cardboard boxes as well in there, and it turns into compost. And what I've found is that even the compost that I get from the shop, you pay like premium prices, for them, but yet still, the quality is not good. So it's not really good compost that you're paying like high prices for. So you might as well like just use some of the your waste material at home, to you know um, you know turn into compost yourself. And we just thought like instead of like having the compost at the garden, in the allotment, and have to take stuff from here and bring it to the allotment to compost, we might as well just have a little composter here. And when we cut the grass, and when we tidy up the garden, we can just put it into the compost bin. So this here, it's a well, it's that's the brand. It's a Denny. It's a 300 liter compost bin. And yeah, it's a 300 liter compost bin, so you can put quite a bit of stuff in there. And it came flat pack, so it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, six pieces. There's a little door, for when your compost is ready. You can just slide it off and get a compost in from the bottom. And it was like really easy to snap together. The top cover, was a bit tricky, probably because I did not follow the instructions, but it's really nice, um, composter. And yeah, so yeah, what do I mean, like, there's nothing at the bottom of it, but usually, I just like, I'm going to just put, this down at the bottom of it, and just to give it a little start in life, start in life, to just keep the plants, from below from growing, just to suppress it a bit. Yeah, so this is more or less it, you know. As I said, it's now, the 14th of December, a bit mild. My peppers are still growing, although some of it you can see it's lying there. And there you go, like the first or second bit of material I'm into my compost bin. So yeah, you know that's one of the things that you can do, to start, saving on your money. Get a composter. You don't have to get a fancy one like that. You can just, make up one, like what we done in the allotment, or you could get one of these, yeah, and get to composting. You're protecting the planet. You're not throwing lots of fast stuff um into the what's called the garbage dump that could be recycled and used and turned into money for you. So that's all. So season greetings. If you don't see me again before the end of the year or before the expo season, all the best. Spend some time with your family. Eat, drink, be merry, and till next time.